Welcome back to episode 4 of my Let's Play. In today's episode, I will be doing whatever I wish, so let's get right into it. So for the start of this episode, I'm going to try to find some watermelons and pumpkins. I remember seeing them somewhere whenever I was exploring on the island, and I have something in mind for what I can use them for. Okay, sweet. So the reason I need these is so that I can make a melon and pumpkin farm that I can use to trade for emeralds from my villagers that I got last episode. Oh, awesome. I knew that I saw pumpkins somewhere, I just couldn't remember exactly where I saw them at. Okay, I'm gonna turn these into seeds, and then I'm gonna check if you can actually place them on soil dirt or if they go on grass, because I can't fully remember. Let's see. Okay, so now I just need to start building up this farm, and then we're gonna have melons and pumpkins for days. Oh my goodness, this place is literally just an iron farm. Like, every single time I come down here, there are more iron golems. Well, let's just become a serial killer then. Why not? Okay, finally. Let's go continue working on the melon and pumpkin farm. Cool, let's add these resources to my collection of things that I predict I will need when winging the shell that I put around the farm. And then go get more resources. Alright, time to gather some red sand, even though it's really more of an orange, but it's called red sand, so we'll go with that. Let's go. Well, that's not scary at all. The most annoying part of this is that now I gotta climb out of this place. Like, the heck? All I want to do is gather orange sand. But at least I didn't die. So, let's just get out of here and gather my red/orange/reddish orange sand. Alright, throw the sand in there. And now it's time to go get the last thing on the list. Okay, now I'm going to try to make some mud. I have 3 methods in mind, and I want to see which one works the best. So, bear with me as I try to, well, make mud, I guess. Yeah. Just gotta throw some water on it. And then you gotta mine it all. The most annoying part about this is going to be the fact that I'm going to have to jump in the water afterwards to grab it all. Gotta go take a swim. Where did that come from? There you are. This isn't the time for quiet little soft music. Give me some action music. Come on. No, we're gonna Mission Impossible this one. Let's go. Coming to you right now, can he get the mud out of the water before he dies from the multiple tridents? Okay, time for the second method. The goal on this one is to get as much dirt in the water as possible. To try to get as much mud as quick as possible. That's really the goal of trying the different methods. It's seeing how I can make as much mud as quick as possible. So right now this one just feels more tedious than efficient. I do not think I'll be using this one again, but who knows, maybe it'll get better once I start actually turning it into mud. Yep, I was right, it did not get better. This was really obnoxious. Too much movement back and forth. Yeah, we're gonna get this out of the water, and then I'm gonna go try my last method, which I have the most hope for, with it being the method that I used to make all the other mud that I use. Oh, I think they're a bit angry after last time. This time I'll make sure that there's no way they can return. one shall ever be hurt from those pesky drowns again. I promise that. Okay, time for the third and final method. I have a lot of hope for this one, because it's just a lot less movement, and I don't have to actually get in the water to deal with the arch nemesis called drown. So, we'll see how this one goes. A lot more faith in this one. Yeah, using the water bottle to turn it all into mud is a lot faster on this method, so we're probably going to stick with this one. And I'm noticing, as I'm destroying the mud, there aren't drowns throwing tridents at me. There's drowns, but they ain't throwing the tridents. And now I can add the mud to my collection of materials that I will be using, as well as some wood. So that's pretty neat. And we'll stick the rest in there, and now I gotta fill up that chest. Hooray! Alright, I grabbed a couple things out of my other chests and we're gonna throw them in here because I'm too lazy to go find new stuff. And because they're perfectly good materials. That's what we're gonna say, so that I don't have to go out and actually get new stuff. There we go. Throw the finishing touches in there. And I think I'm ready to start actually attempting to build this thing. Let's go for it. Actually, the sheep look like they need to be sheared. So, detour. You know, there should be a game called How Fast Can You Shear the Sheep? I just feel like it'd be like so dumb to the point where it would be actually fun. However, it is not fun whenever they decide to regrow their wool right after I shear them. Completely messes up the time system. Make me lose how rude you sheep are. But I mean, to be fair, more the merrier when it comes to wool. That's the whole reason I got the sheep in the first place, so, whatever. Okay, but enough with shearing the sheep. Let's go actually work on building up my watermelon pumpkin farm thingy-majigger. So during this episode, just kind of in the background, I've been working on expanding the wheat farm, like crazy. So I want to try to use the wheat to turn the mud that I made earlier into packed mud, because I feel like it'll just fit the build a bit better. And then I can kind of replicate what I have with my current main building. So that's the idea. Sweet. Let's get back to the hopefully entertaining, hard to follow time lapse with the hopefully amazing music that makes it so worth it. Am I right or wrong? Let me know. Let's try to get a pathway going, connecting my current home to the new farm, because I think it looks cooler walking on a pathway than walking on grass. I'm noticing a big issue here with the pathway. Maybe you can spot it, and it doesn't exactly lead straight to the door. Let's try to fix that. Actually, now that I think about it, this would be a great spot for a staircase too. So we'll just kill two birds with one stone, get dirt, and get a staircase. Why not? Let's go for it. Maybe we'll just level the ground around this whole building so that it's more even, and then raise other parts and lower more parts. Yeah, we'll do that. Oh no, this pains me so much. The sheep are on the way and I'm too lazy to move them. I'm just gonna steal their wool and then a tragedy will strike. That definitely wasn't caused by me being lazy and not wanting to take care of these sheep that grow way too much wool. Oh no. Oh my goodness, there's a disease spreading faster than I can stop it. Oh my goodness, this is so terrible. Oh, only if there was a way. I just gotta move on. It'll be okay. How terrible. Only if there was a way that could have been avoided. Only if. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I have so far of the farm and some other things, because why not? So first up in that why not category, I have this just a little horse stable-y spot. I just think it looks better than that little temporary hole that he was in, so I'm going to keep him in there. Honestly, I don't really think it looks that bad. I think it matches well, so we're just going to keep it. And then for the farms, the building that the farm is encased in, that's what it looks like so far, and the goal is to try to make it match the building that I'm currently on as much as possible. Alright, so now that that's out of the way, I need to continue working on that building, which means I need to go get more resources, specifically wood. So So I need to make a diamond axe, and then we're gonna go chop down some trees. Because deforestation is awesome. Okay, I'm gonna go destroy a bunch of plants that give oxygen. See you in a bit. So right now I'm trying to make the railway that the hopper minecart underneath the farm will follow to grab up all the watermelons and pumpkins to bring upward to a chest on the first floor, so that I don't have to go through this whole area constantly and I can just leave it and let it do its thing in the background. And currently I'm out of rails, so I'm gonna go get more real quick. So I'm gonna need more than that, but I don't have enough iron to make any more. But lucky for me, I know just the place to get some more. Dang, I'm surprised there weren't more than that. Usually there's a lot more than that. So whenever I want iron is whenever they don't spawn. I see how it is. Alright, well that means I get to go mining. Gotta grab my torches, and then I can be off. Let's go. Cool, I'm gonna explore this area a bit more. And yeah, we're gonna get some iron, hopefully, maybe some diamonds. So let's get to it. Cool, a geode. Let's crack it open and see what I got inside. Can't go wrong with any of these blocks. Honestly, all of these blocks are really useful and really cool looking. So I will find a way to carry these, no matter what it takes. Cool, let's go back to mining. 2 geodes back to back, really? I mean, I'm not objecting to the idea of another geode because I love the blocks they give, but having 2 that close must be somewhat rare, right? Because they were just back to back. So as you can see, I got a bunch of iron, so I'm going to smelt this stuff up, and then we're going to build a bunch of observers and whatnot, which means I need quartz, so I get to go to the nether here in a minute. Alright, here we go. Let's give me my gold boots, and now for the nether portal. Cool, right here should be good, and I just realized I forgot my flint and steel, so be right back. Alright, got it. And now we shall go to the nether. Hopefully I can make this a quick trip in and out. Hopefully. First batch. Second batch. Third batch. About 10 batches later, we can go home. And now, time to go on a crafting spree. So I need 4 stacks of observers and pistons. So the idea is pretty simple. Just the observer will observe the melon growing and then send a signal to the piston to have it break the melon, and then we'll have a minecart hopper underneath going through, picking it all up. I hate creepers. is officially done. Prepare for the reveal of a lifetime. So anticlimactic that it'll become climactic. You ready? Here it is. This is what I call my farm. And it is beautiful because I made it. And everything I make is by default amazing. So, gotta destroy the torches, but here is my farm. You don't go down there. That's only if I need to fix something. Okay? But honestly, it actually seems to be working pretty well already. We already have a good amount of pumpkins and watermelons, and there's plenty of storage. It's not the fastest thing in the world, but it's pretty neat. So there's just a cart that comes up here, drops some stuff off, goes back down, picks up more watermelons and pumpkins that break, and over time I might even be able to expand the farm to be a bit bigger so I can maybe move faster. And then if I don't want to store the pumpkins and melons in my own storage system, I have a whole bunch of chests in here that can take up that spot if I don't want to trade them yet. So yeah. Alright, next on the list, I want to work on actually remodeling my whole room, like my whole main house, to look more in the style of the farm's interior. I just want to redo the main interior where my bed's at because it is just kind of lazy and wasn't meant to be temporary in the first place. So we're just going to chop this all down and see what I come up with. Just going to wing it like I have everything else so far. Just throw it out there. Let's go. Pretty much, I'm just going to do a couple of chores, make a couple of things look better, and then that'll pretty much be the end of the episode. So let's just dive right on in, and I'll show you everything at the end. Cool. So that's done. Now I'm going to go work on the entrance to my villager cave. I'm going to come back and show you the interior a bit more later. Right now, I want to work on this, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to show it all off. Alright, so today's episode has been a big one. A lot of stuff has happened. So I'm going to show you, just give you a basic rundown of everything that's happened and show you all the things I just built, because that was kind of quickly glanced at. So first of all, we have the entrance to the cave, or kind of just the cave itself, really. Just kind of tidied it up a bit, and I think it blends a bit better with the whole cave's aesthetic. Next, we have the whole main thing that we did this episode, the farm. I mean, I really worked hard to make this thing look good and have it be functional. Alright, like we have this whole place. I mean, it's already made a pretty good amount. I think it's gonna work really well for me. And last, we have this place. We kind of made the entrance a bit nicer. We made the bed look a bit more fancy. I don't have any wax yet, so a lot of it's aging. We kind of tidied this area up a bit. Not a lot, but just kind of a little bit. Alright, so overall, that's it. We did a lot today, and I'm really hoping to see what I do in the future. And if you are too, make sure that you stick around. Yeah, so, peace.